creature, just wandering about. Who knows what it's doing, where it's going, why it's going. Just patrolling, looking for people to kill. It's crazy. Okay, question from the Rat Basti. The Rat Basti. Can you explain? Or sorry, hold on. No, I'm sorry. Rat Basti, I'll get to you next. TurboCat was first. TurboCat 777. How detrimental will sieges be to non-PvP oriented people in towns? What lost? What's kept? What's lost and what kept? That's a very good question. There's actually a lot of good information about the intent for sieges. Um, and let me see here. What am I doing down here? On the wiki. So if you ever get an interest in kind of reading about those designs, not really much has changed about that. In fact, we will be doing some testing on the PTR this month with those sieges for nodes. I think it's going to be a good time. We have stood up the destructible walls and the destructible gates. We have some vehicles, if you'll remember from Alpha 1, the ballista and the trebuchets that will be usable within the sieges. You have to start until dynamic gridding is in a good spot, and until we get some more performance, we're going to restrict the sieges to 100 versus 100, and we'll slowly scale that up. The way we're going to do that is through a death volume. So unless you're registered to participate in the siege, either on the attacker side or the defender side, and there will be administrators for the defending side, it'll be the mayor, and for the attacker side, it'll be the initiator of the attacking of the siege event. They'll be able to administrate the lists. At a minimum, 100 people will be able to participate on each side. And then players will be contesting safe houses and teleport locations, control points on the battlefield. That will be outside of the city gates, but also objectives for certain buildings within the interior of the node also. And then if initially the node will not be destructible quite yet, at least not in January, but it is something we plan to roll out, I think, in February. That is along with our relics that are going to be essentially caravanable boxes that can be found out in the wild, brought back to nodes and kept within the nodes trophy building, or reliquary as we call it. And then upon destruction or upon a successful siege, those will be lootable along with any material resources, not completed warehouse items, but any material resources that exist within the node's warehouse. That will function through a period called the ruined phase for the node, if the node is successfully defeated. And yeah, I think it's going to be a fun time. I think it's going to be interesting. Players who are not interested in PvP, of course, they don't have to participate in the PvP event. They can support the PvP event in other ways that are not. Whoa. 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 That was rude. Who is this person? How dare them? Oh, they died. Who was this? Nyron K. Let us protect ourselves. What was I talking about? What was I saying? Oh, if non-PvP players wish to participate, there will be buy orders that get stood up during the declaration phase. There will be certain types of commissions that will be available during the declaration phase that will require the efforts of many people, all of whom do not perhaps need to participate within the PvP event. And so those are ways that you can contribute to the to the defense of your node, or the attackers if you want to help construct vehicles, if you want to bring in resources to acquire the the seed scroll. Those are all possible things. I am on Lotharia, Therius. Therius? Why so Therius? Um, Hold on one second. There we go. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. And by the way, that's the systems team. System team, along with Brian and Jared, they've been doing a great job in helping to stand up the siege, doing a lot of work, along with Devon and some of our other systems engineers, Kyle. So kudos to them on the work that they're doing. I know it's going through testing right now. Next question from Chaffee J. Oh, come to say hi on Lover. I will. Sorry. Next question from the Rat Basti. Can you explain Freehold rarity, please? Is it bugged? Are we missing something? Freehold rarity. I assume you're talking about the available freeholds within the world. So the freehold feature is coming online kind of piece by piece. And this is going to be true for something that is as intricate and complex as the freehold feature is. And this will be an approach that we take for many different systems, right? So, oh, okay, sorry. Funky Blue says that's not what he's talking about. All right, tell me, what are we talking about for the rarities? What do we want? Oh, I see. You plant legendary and yield commons. Yes. So that is something that is outstanding on the artisanship team or the economy team. Sorry. They'll be doing a pass of the available plantable resources, raisable animals on the freeholds. Those passes are going to be coming out throughout the course of January. I know that we have planned a major expansion of a few of the systems along with the desert playable space that's being brought up from our development environment and going through QA. And that will land, I think, on the 24th of this month. So it's either the 24th or the 30th, sometime between then. And that will likely include some of the changes to the harvestables and plantables on the freehold as well. Twiggle Fruits says, please continue the previous answer, though. Okay. All right, I will answer the previous thought that I had. So talking about freeholds as a system and many different features that are very complex, they'll be coming online in different stages because we want to test certain elements of those features almost isolated and individually. So for example, we released freeholds in the state that was not utilizing our baronies and our estates system. And that is something that was done in order to kind of gauge both the purchasing loop, the permissions loop, the plantable features and harvesting features, along with kind of the density of the volume of these throughout the world, right? With a live player audience in order to kind of see how much they're impacting spawn points, how much they are saturated within this area. That is something that we've been trying to gather. And so when we do release the ability to actually purchase freehold deeds and place them yourself through the deployable system, we will likely be taking the existing freeholds and we will be reverting those ownerships and removing them from the game world. Players who did achieve them, of course, through this testing period, will be compensated with something for that achievement, and then then we will see this kind of deed rush play out when we implement the total purchase loop and construction loops. So something to keep in mind. Vinny Tanaka says, Steven, please ban the exploiters. Please, urgent. Yes, well, This week, obviously, we've gotten back into the office. There's a lot of stuff for us to kind of work on and plan. That's going to run into next week. However, we have been reviewing the logs and we've been reviewing the reports. So that is something that was on our plate. I expect that sometime early next week, hopefully before Wednesday, we will see some action taken against those who we have confirmed to have exploited. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, let's get another question. Question from Roria. When you showed off the gathering in the gathering update live stream, it was what do we got here? Now. That was not very nice. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then they said sorry. They said sorry. Should we let them live if they said sorry? All right, we'll let them live. They'll take one shot. Just one shot. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, so sorry to answer your question, Royer. Let's see. Here we go. So when we showed off the gathering update live stream, it was explained that you wouldn't know what type of material would be in the rock until you cracked it open. Is that still the plan? Oh my goodness, what is happening? Is that still the intended system, or are you sticking more with visually identifiable mining nodes that we have? Let me do something real quick. 1 second. There we go. And let me do this. Perfect. Okay. So is it still intended? Is it still intended that you will not know what's in it? Yes, that is an intent that has not yet been implemented yet. That's not going to be for all resources. That will be for some resources. Kind of like a little bit of a what's in the box moment for many of the gatherers. I think that's an interesting component. But that will probably not land until phase 3. So just be aware. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, next question. From Phoenix Bot 84. Hi, Steven. Do you have an update regarding the content creator program for us creators? We would love to hear from you. Greetings from Germany. Greetings. Gute Nacht, my friend. I hope you're doing well, or I guess it's Guten Morgen, maybe. It's early there right now, I think. Yes, we do have a content creator manager now, a gentleman by the name of Arcane Adam, as you might see him on the Discordia. He has a great history as having previously worked for Corsair with their creator relations program. He is currently going through all of the content creator applications, and there were quite a few of them. So that program is currently in progress. It was dormant for a little while. Obviously, we're collecting a lot of interested parties and individuals, but it is something that is now underway. So that is happening. Oh yes, you have seen Adam around, absolutely. DJ Bananas 69. Any saucy hints that you can drop on the rogue? Well, all of the rogue's base kit abilities, I believe, have been prototyped and implemented. So right now, they are getting some level of treatment on the VFX side and animation as well. Then when they'll be handed off then afterwards to our audio designers, our sound designers. and we'll be getting some implementation and tested on the PTR at some point. Probably around the end of the month is when we're going to see the first signs of the rogue getting tested by some of our PTR users, some of the abilities. So work is moving along very nicely with that. Let me see actually if I have any daggers. Maybe I could do a little sneak peek of some daggers. Do I have daggers? Dual wield daggers, maybe? We will see. Might be on the development branch. We can try this though. I don't know what will happen. Let me, okay. Okay. Can I try dagger? Shrimpy says, can I try the dagger? Hold on, we don't know. Let's see. I don't know. It might be on the dev branch. I'm not sure what the name of the dual wield daggers are. Main hand, offhand light? Yeah, it could be. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. This is main hand light. Let's take a look at the offhand light. Alright. Oh, okay. It worked. Oh my goodness. We do have some daggers. Check out those daggers. Good call. I didn't see that. Okay, hold on. That's a good one. Okay, let me go find. God, that looks intimidating, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh, I just murder them, huh? You know what? Let me fix that. I can fix that. Hold on. Let me set. Okay. Let's take a look. See if I can find maybe some 3 stars here over here. What do we got? Where are we going? A lot of trees. Okay. Oh, that's huntable. And those are too easy to kill. Hold on. Well, no, we'll go to Carfin. We will go to Carfin. We shall go to Carfin, and we shall destroy things. Together. We are strong together. What is that? What is this? This is a tear in the space-time continuum! Nobody saw this. Shh. It's not here. See, now if you couldn't fly, you wouldn't know that. You would just look up and be like, oh, it's perfectly normal. Whatever's happening. And it's weird. Looks like a longboard. Cowabunga, dude. No. Alright, that's weird actually. Let me capture that location real quick. It's such a weird thing to have there. And okay. That's a critical bug. Move that to the top of the priority line. Oh! It's a dragon. A black dragon. Hello! Sir! Greetings. Can you help me? I don't know how I can help you. I could stab you. I cannot make a note war. That might currently be disabled. That might currently be disabled. We do use feature flags so as to, during runtime, fix certain problems that we might not be able to submit a patch for quite as quickly as we would want to. Oops, okay. All right, let's try these out. Ooh, this guy looks gross. Hello, greetings. Now they don't have... Ooh. They don't have weapon trails yet. Let's go kill this guy. Easy peasy. No weapon trails quite yet. So, still in development. Still in development. Okay. Next question. Go outside. And we're good. Next question from Alexander Roshenko. Hi, Steven. One question. The RP potential of this game is so strong. Agreed. Currently playing a jacked tank who patrols and defends the citizens of Halcyon. Do you have any good RP memories from D&D or other games? What's the wackiest RP memory? There's a lot of them. There are honestly a lot of them. I was once playing a D&D campaign where we had a necromancer in the party. Excuse me, he wasn't a necromancer yet. He was a wizard. He was a wizard, Harry. And they were fighting this like evil, scourge of the lands in this dungeon. It was like a 20 level dungeon. They got to like level 13 or something, opened some doorway to hell, and raided one of the pit fiends like, strongholds. And sorry, he wasn't a wizard. He was actually a cleric. He was a cleric. He was a cleric, and he found an amulet in the boss room in this, plane of hell. And the amulet gave I think it was like plus 10 wisdom or something, but it was knowingly cursed. And the cleric was like, I don't care if it's cursed. It gives plus 10 wisdom, so I'm going to take this amulet. And he secretly told me on the side, as the DM, I'm going to sneak into the party's loot bag while we're sleeping during my watch, and I'm going to take the amulet, I'm going to put it on, and, if I feel weird, let me know what I feel. And so I was like, okay, you have this strong urge, slowly kind of built up, this strong urge to steal, murder, and pillage. That slowly grew over time. Until eventually they were later in the dungeon, and he convinced the party that there was nothing wrong with the amulet to let him keep it. And there was a paladin in the party, and the paladin, a few days later, was in some level and was using his detect evil, and the cleric detected his evil. And at that point, all hell broke loose in the party, and the cleric and his friend, this mage, wanted to get out of Dodge, and so they cast teleport, and it caused a mishap. That was part of one of the downsides of the curse of the amulet. And it ported them 900 miles or something off in a different direction, which ended up being out in the middle of the ocean. And so the amulet had an ability to create dead that was intrinsic in it. And the cleric and his mage friend killed all the party members in the ocean and crafted a raft with their zombified bodies, and sailed it back to town, and that was the end of that party. But as the cleric was killing and zombifying the rest of the party, there was a legit RP war that was happening at that table, and I didn't have to participate at all. I just kind of sat back and said, "Okay, as the DM, please, by all means, do whatever you wish to each other. This is your choice." It was fun. It was very fun. Um, okay, let's see. Next question. Let's see here. Let us see. Next question is from Major Sick. Major Sick! Major Sick, my dear friend. For those of you who don't know, Major Sick and I have played MMOs since 2000 and I think it was 2002 or 2003. So for 22 years, he was a played L2 and many other games, of course. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. He's a dear Aussie friend in the land of the Queen, the Queensland. Skynox HD says, by the way, Major Sick, I know that you can guess who was that cleric that killed all the rest of the party. You know very well, I'm sure, who that was. Skynox HD. Can you tell us the summoner release? Well, it's going to be after the rogue. So once the rogue is in a good place, we will begin. Well, there's already been some work that started on the summoner stuff, but we will begin moving on to the summoner. So that's next. That is next on the docket. I cannot tell you when the release will be because we need the team to go through appropriate levels of testing for the rogue before that can happen, but it is not too far away. All right, next question. By the way, oh my God, somebody was chopping down this tree over here. Steven, I really want a fox mount. Morrow says they really want a fox mount in chat. Should we give Morrow a fox mount? I'm not sure who Morrow is, but Morrow does want a fox mount. I'll leave it up to chat if Morrow gets the fox mount or not. There's 3 yeses, 4 yeses. Oh my God, there's a whole lot of yeses. Morrow, what have you done for these people? They apparently all love you. Let us go see who this Morrow is. Watch, we're going to see the guild tag, and half the chat's going to be like, no, don't do it. We hate him. Hopefully it's a neutral guild tag. Let us see who Morrow is. Oh, no guild. Morrow is a no guilder. Oh, you're safe, Morrow. I think you're safe. Hello. Greetings, dear friend. Chat seems to love you. You must have done many great deeds to have garnered such support amongst the people. Somebody said I want a flail. All hail the Morrow! Really? Morrow's like, really? Did I? Look at this innocence. Can you add more fish, please? Jester, Dabbit, I'm a grandmaster, and there's some salmon. There will be new fish. There are some new, more difficult fish that are coming into the desert, I believe, before the end of the month. So stand by for that. Okay, Morrow, you wanted a fox. Is that true? Fox. Here it is. Let us give Morrow a fox from the people to the man of the people. All right. Check your inventory, Morrow. Tell me. Oh, he's whistling. And there it is. Okay, Morrow. Get on that fox. Get on that fox. Let's see it. Let us see. Okay. Yay! Let's see the fox. Get on the fox. You got to get on it. There it is. There it is. Morrow, well done. Morrow has won the hearts and minds of the people. They have given him this mount. I am but a messenger. Somebody said, why did you give him a fox? Hold on. It was not I who gave Morrow the fox. No. It was the people. It was the people. Somebody asked if they can pet it. We have spoken. All right. Let us see. Next question. A question from Flanker UA. Question. Is there anything planned to be done with the marketplace? Such as better search filters, etc. Scrolling 100 plus pages is very painful, especially in multiple nodes. Agreed, Flanker. Agreed. It is painful. To answer your question, yes. As I previously explained with the Freeholds, there are certain features and systems that will come up initially in some relatively more bare bones functionality, and we will continue to expand upon them. While it's painful right now, it's better than not having it in its current form. So at least that's what the data tells me by the number of people who are participating with it. So those excuse me. Those additional features and functionality will be implemented. It is something that the economy engineering team is currently working towards. That's going to be worked on throughout this month and perhaps into next month as well. All right. Next question from Knuckles OG. Are you happy with the PK Karma system and do you plan any changes? I am happy that we have that system relatively functional and in a certain state. However, it is missing some very key components that are currently on the docket for the player character combat team to address on the engineering side. So right now we're going to be implementing in a blinking phase to your purple status, your combatant status, right at the end, so that players are aware, hey, this person's about to deflag. We've seen a lot of reports that players are saying, hey, I killed this person that was a combatant, and I got corrupt as a result of that. And that was because at the very last second, in those cases, the combatant status was removed. So from a UI perspective, that's getting added soon. Additionally, we are going to be restricting the types of interactions that players with corruption can do, such as unequipping gear or trading gear, interacting with vendors, those types of things. And then we're needing the bounty hunter system to come online also to address players within the world having corruption as well. Corruption from mounts and pets are intended. There's meant to be a lower amount that is received as a result of the corruption from mountain pets. That's something that's still outstanding as well. Yes. So To answer your question, there's a lot of outstanding feature work that's necessary. Next question. Knuckles OG. Oh, sorry, I already answered that one. Quaggy Quail. Question, will we get some kind of companion app or website? Would love the ability to manage storage, live map, Morrow settings on a separate screen while away from the game. Yes, if you check out the, should we give this person a fox too? Just a random person that we saw? What do you think? Oh, yep. They're like, why not? Sure. Oh my gosh. Oh look, he kind of has like a little wolf hat thing going on, kind of like a fox hat. Hold on. That is a mighty fine hat you have there, sir. That is a mighty fine hat. Let's see, hold on. Would you say that you are a lover of foxes? Maybe? Let's see. Ah, oh, that's a very nice bow. Thank you. Oh, he does like foxes. Okay. He likes foxes, chat. He's a lover of foxes. We've established this now. We've established this. Okay, hold on. Would you say that your love of foxes and their furriness is of great importance to you? Let's see. Oh, that's weird. That's strange. Of course. I don't wear this hat for nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, apologies. Apologies. The people have spoken. You will now have a fox of the pyre. Congratulations. Carry on, my friend. Let this fox guide you to your heart's content. Take care, for the lands of Vera are dangerous. It is done. I am blessed, my lord. Okay, we've done it. We've done it, chat. We have done it. Okay, next question. Oh, sorry, companion app. Yes, there is a planned companion app. That will likely not get really testing until probably closer to launch. So something to keep in mind. Wheeze T says, have you had to give up on some visions you had with the node system? That's a good question. By the way, if you hear my voice shaking a little bit, it's because I use a leg shaker. So sometimes it shakes a lot whenever I'm at my desk. It's a good thing. You should use them if you sit at desks long times. Okay, so have I had to give up on some visions? I would say yes. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I don't know that it's quite giving up on visions or if it is changing, adjusting, adapting the vision. It's another thing to keep in mind is that like the core architectures of the game, of course, all started kind of on paper up here and up here. And then as we brought additional voices onto the team, very good voices with lots of experience and contributing to that vision, I think we've made some changes that you guys have seen, and some that you have not yet seen completely. And I see that kind of as an evolution and a part of the process. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. Saucism asks, I am begging you. We need a guild chest. Well, you will be happy to know that guild warehouses were in one of the roadmaps for, I believe, February, that Systems intends to work on. So there is a roadmap with the guild warehouse having been moved up a little bit. It was planned to be a little bit later. I think it was like March or April, but we have moved that up slightly. So guild warehouses will be coming soon, trademark. This is Tumach, by the way. Those of you that do not know or have not fought Tumach, our dear friend Tumach, say hello to Tumach. Should we see actually if he looks like Tumach? Let's see if he looks like Tumach. Let's take a look. We don't want 7 Tumachs. Yeah. You probably don't want me to be murdered by Tumach. Okay. Let us compare. We need some light for him, though. We need a good spot for Tumach. Right by the river so we can get some fish. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. Here we go. Wait. You know what? Let me get some better light. Hold on. There we go. Show me your face. Great, wretched Tumach. Yes! There it is. And now let us compare. Is that a good little face? Yeah? That's pretty good. That's not bad. Looks pretty good. Oh, my bitrate on the stream? I don't know. I think it's set to like 6,000 or something. Let me double check here. Is the bitrate difficult? Am I going to leave that up? No, I don't think I should leave that up. Should I? You know, I'll leave it up. Yeah, sure. Let's see how he does. Okay, well. He seems angry. Appropriately so. These people did attack him. He was here fishing. Not doing anything wild. Oh, he might get bugged. Probably should not have, and he's bugged. Oh, poor Tumach. Now he must go away. Let's see if I can make sure to get his loot. Or is his loot not acceptable? Or, I was killing that. Is his loot not accessible? I don't think I can get his loot, so I don't think anybody else can get his loot. Oh, you know, I might be able to get his loot, actually. Hold on, wait 1 second. Let's see here. Stand by. Stand by. Okay, here we go. Let us take a look. Oh, nope, hold on. Oh, never mind. It's not on production yet. I can't do that. It's not on the production environment yet. That's sad. Okay, that's okay. Nobody else can get him. They can look at his weird body in the stone. Okay. Let me go. Let me switch characters. Or switch realms. You missed a flying alligator. I did. I did miss it. Oh, let me grab the next question, too. Okay. Next question. Skylark the Botanist. Where's Loreforged? Are they on Vyra or Lyneth? Loreforged, where are you guys at? They're on Vyra. Let us take a look at Vyra. What's on the other side of the Stargate? Ooh, Onuris, that's a great question. Sanctus. The sanctuary of the people. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Okay. It's getting kind of dark over here as well. Better. Okay. Question from Skylark the Botanist. Question. What are your hiring goals for this year? Any plans to focus on any specific department? From a product manager with a dream. Oh, Skylark the Botanist. That's awesome. We are hiring across all teams, actually. That hiring schedule is to be determined through next week's leadership meetings that we have at the studio. That's obviously coupled with our development goals that we have throughout the different milestones. But that includes engineers, that includes designers and tech artists, environment artists, character artists, animators, VFX artists, a whole host of different types of engineers, gameplay engineers, graphics engineers, tools engineers, network engineers. Our design team, we're going to be expanding as well. And of course, with all of that comes additional project management support from the production team. I believe we're going to be hiring across our platform team and our QA teams as well. So, something to keep in mind. That is what we are doing. Great question. Question from Sir John 85. Besides all these questions, how are you doing, Steven? Thank you for that question. It's very nice. I am pumped. I'm pumped for the year. I think that throughout the break, I did a lot of reflection and introspection on where the next steps for the project and the development need to be going into the new year. We have a lot ahead of us, but in our town hall yesterday, what I told the team and what I think resonates for us as well is that we've never started a year in the position that we have this year. So this is a first for us as a development team. And what I mean by that is we have tens of thousands of players that are logging in and out of the game every day. And we have a constant amount of people that are currently able, ready, and willing to test. We have a functional environment and a playable space where we are implementing additional features and content. And we've moved out of a phase of, development milestones into live support and live service, while also needing to juggle the long-term development perspective, which adds, of course, an additional layer of complexity. But I think it gives us within the studio a good perspective of the hunger for a product like ours, which is nice to see and have. And also an environment where we can see actively the things we do affect the players and get immediate feedback from them. And not having that be as part of the course of our development updates, but having it now be a part of our approach of patch notes, which is I think a nice place to be. So how I am doing is I'm pumped. I am pumped to continue on this road and to bring Ashes to life. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Next question. Diaxes. Desert Freeholds when? Desert Freeholds soon. I think that accompanies the work that is being done this month within the desert. So yes, stay tuned for that. Coming soon. Mara Brutus. Steven, do your devs play the game on regular characters, or is it one of those when you see how the sausage is made kind of things? I'm not sure that it's a see kind of sausage things. Oh, hey, look, it's Dusty. What up, Dusty? What up, brother? How you doing? Dusty is a content creator. Did chat see the snores? I don't know. That's a good question. We could snorse it up a little bit. Let me see. I'll get a snorse too. We could have dueling snorses. Stand by. Oh, it's not. I'm just like snorse. Give me a snorse. Okay, hold on. Let me summon this snorse. The snorse. Here it is. Okay, wait. Let me set my... We can just slither along. Let me slither as well. Alright. We'll slither down the road. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. And we go. Oh. There it is. We're slithering, slithery little snails. Oh, it's so good. There it is. It's happening. It's funny. This Snorse actually has two different mount flares. It has a snail form mount flare, and then it has a Snorse form mount flare. So the snail mount flare, it retreats into its little shell. It's like, no, don't. Okay, it's safe to come out again. And then the horse form it extends its little thing, whatever this is, head, I guess, and then I pet it. I do like this little Snorse. It was a cute little thing. Okay, next question. He extends his little thing, eh? Richie says. Get your mind out of the gutter, Richie. Unbelievable. You're supposed to be setting an example. Okay. Next question. From okay. So Mara Brutus says, "Do your devs play the game?" Yes, our devs do play the game. You do not know who they are. You're not supposed to know who they are. They might be the brother standing shoulder to shoulder with you, or they could be the sister who is making food for your guild and just mysteriously always has food available. Like, how is that possible, right? You never know. Never know who they're going to be. Always watching. No, just kidding. Yeah, no, they're playing. You don't know who they are. Our goal is to get the perspective of the player as much as we can, right? And there's no better way to do that than to be part of the community. So yeah, good question. Dothrimer. Stephen, any idea on when we will see the overhaul of animal husbandry? Probably not until somewhere around the middle of Phase 3, I would say. Animal husbandry is a very big system. It is the biggest, most complex artisanship system, I would dare say, ever in an MMO. From my personal experience and opinion as a player, there is a lot of complexity to it. So, yeah. Something to keep in mind. Question from Slippery Davidson. When is the spear coming into the game? I believe that the spear is actually on deck after the dual wielding daggers. So, yes, I believe that is... And I believe that the animations are actually completed for it, I would think. Let me actually see if we have a spear. Hold on right now. We might have a spear. Oh, there we go, yeah. I have this spear. I have this spear. This spear. Try that one. Okay. Let me check out the spear real quick. Let us see. Okay. Ah! A spear! Very nice. Oh, let me test it on Dusty. Dusty, I'm going to test this on you, okay? So just stand by. Hold tight. Oh my god, Dusty! Oh, oh no! Oh no! And that is why we don't do live production testing. Okay? Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I am so sorry. Let me help here. Let me give you some experiences. Oh, here, I'll try it on this thing. I'll try to kill this. There we go. Oh my god, I didn't turn the flag off. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I swear to God. I didn't. Oh my god. I forgot about the flag. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That is terrible. Too many gummy bears. That is so terrible. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me give you some experience or something. Okay. Mount debt. Here we go. That's a Boolean. All right. 50, 1, 2, 3, and 0. There we go. Did that help? Did you get that debt gone? Is that good? Is the debt gone now? Okay, okay. All right, you're good. You're good. So, anyways, this is a spear. Just keep in mind. Let's try another spear. Rusty spear. Oh, nope. Oh, I'm corrupted. Look at that. Oh, let me fix that. Hold on. Okay. Let me try this other spear. Sure, back. Okay, a little bit different here. Hold on. Let's take a look at the copper spear. Or did we just have that? Oh, okay, let's take a look at this big copper spear. Oh my god, the big one. And it's still copper spear. Yep, so spear's being worked on. Spear's being worked on. Okay, let's go to the next question. Really felt bad about that. That's too bad. A question from ND Sci Cove. Can you talk more about buildings on Freehold? Sure. Can talk about buildings on Freeholds. Buildings on Freeholds. There's going to be buildings on Freeholds. They will be housing style. They will have artisanship buildings for processing. When you acquire a blueprint for a building, it will have certain construction requirements. You'll be able to place the blueprint on the structure, and then you will have to caravan resources to the freehold, at which point, when docking, you will have those resources available to pull from your storage on the freehold, and then contribute that to the construction effort of any particular building or artisanship station. It's going to have some space constraints. There's going to be some of the permitting that's going to be required from the node that you'll have to purchase in order to actually place the blueprint as well. So something to keep in mind. A question from... Oh, my husband and I met in your game, and I just want to say thank you. We are getting married in 3 months. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh! Crossy met her husband in the game, or their husband in the game. That is so cool. Can you marry us? Oh my goodness, no. I would be happy to do a roleplay marriage if you would like. But let us ask chat if we should give you a wedding gift. Should we give them a wedding gift? What kind? What type? Yes. Oh, we're seeing yeses. Lots of yeses. Lots of yeses. All right. Let us find out. What is your spirit animal, Crossy? What are your spirit animals? Let's take a look. What do we got to work with here? It's spirit animal time. Crossy and shark. Or shark. Okay, whoop, there's one for a fox. Crossies is the fox. A rhino. Rhino and a fox. Okay. Should we give them a rhino and a fox? Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes. Based for both. Yes. I agree. That was pretty based. It was pretty based. All right. Chat wishes to give you your spirit animals. Chat has decided that you both shall receive your spirit animals. Crossy, there's your fox. And Shark, let's see here. What is the rhino? The noble warhorn. Whoops. Noble warhorn. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? Sharks, show me the warhorn. Let me see this. Can you marry us? All right, I will do. Should we marry them on stream real quick? Oh, did he get the warhorn? Yes, he does have the warhorn. Oh, good. There's his little rhino. Okay, Z Hark K. Where should we marry them? Where's Carfin? Let me... Okay, this is a marriage in game. This does not have any legal repercussions outside of the game. Okay. Let's get the LODs to load in. It's cold up here. Okay. Let's do this. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Let me see. How did we spell Zark's name? Got Crossy. Z Hark. There we go. Whoops. Ruh-roh. Hold on, let me fix that. What is happening? Why? Let me try this again, Crossy. Oh no, Crossy. You might have to log out. You might have to log out, Crossy. Okay. Crossy, you might have to log out. May have to log out. You may now kiss the upside down dwarf. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. That is just too good. Oh, do we have a witness for this? Okay, we have a witness, I hear. Real name is Jeff. You'll all remember real name is Jeff. Apparently, real name is Jeff was at the last stream we did. He usurped a hat. I don't know if real name is Jeff is actually online. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And it's working. The shield is fixed to your root bone, however. Might need to unequip the root bone. Or, I'm sorry, unequip the shield. Might want to unequip that shield. There it is. We've done it. Perfect. Okay, do we need a witness? We need a witness. My name is Jeff. Sorry, real name is Jeff is... My name is Jeff. Very nice. Okay. Okay. My name is Jeff has come to witness, as has Yokai, apparently. The milkman is the best man. There it is. Milkman should be coming. The milkman. Oh, there we go. We did it. Are there any other members of the wedding party that I should be inviting? Shark and Crossy. Drastic. All right, Drastic is on the way. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, Drastic's good, I think. Very nice. All right. I should probably unequip the spear. This thing is deadly. All right, we have 2 witnesses. Well, we have nearly 2,000 witnesses, actually. Steven, put the spear down. Okay, hold on. Let me get some... Stand by. Okay. I have to also bring in GM John just informed me that no true Varen wedding is a wedding without, of course, some ducks. Some audiences. Let's get an audience here of ducks. Very nice. We'll have them sit still for this as well. Perfect. Okay, we've done it. Okay, here we go. We are gathered here today beneath the ever-burning light of creation to unite Zark and Crossy in Varen matrimony. May their bonds be forged in radiant fires of love, tempered by the trials of life and blessed by the essence of this sacred world. Let their hearts beat as one, like the embers of an eternal flame, bound by destiny and witnessed by the gods themselves. Do you each take one another as your flames for eternity to burn brightly together through all seasons of Vera, through dawn and dusk, through light and shadow, through creation and chaos? Very good. Then by the power vested in me as the dawn of creation, first spark, eternal flame, I pronounce you bound in Varen matrimony, united in the sacred light of the everlasting fire. May your love shine like the ember springs of Vera, ever burning, ever bright, as two flames become one. So, may your journey illuminate the path for all who follow. Go forth as one soul, ablaze in the light of love eternal. Congratulations, Zark and Crossy. The first officially officiated in-game wedding in Ashes. Woo! Aww. That was cool. Very cool. Marriage system soon. Trademark. I shall leave you in your wedding evening chamber. The horrors of Carfin. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. The best of luck. I did leave the ducks there. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Funky Blue says, Steven, take care of your health. We need you to survive. Agreed. Agreed, Funky Blues. Skull X Freak says, may I have a trial to earn a fox mount? That's a good question, Skull Freak. The trial is to find me. If you can find me and you are Skull Freak, you shall earn a fox. Okay. Next question. From Cloud T76. Is the cup for sale? The cup is not quite yet for sale, but it is an awesome cup, admittedly. And we are following the river. A question from Pedwinget. Definitely, probably, too soon to ask, but would Sanctus be a place we could eventually explore as an expansion or something? We have not toyed around with that concept and idea, I will say. It is most definitely within the lore cards of potentialness, but certainly not before the launch of the game. But there are some interesting ideas. I will say that. Question from Walmart Lover 6 million. Greetings, Steven. Greetings. Caravans are a pivotal part of the game and economy. And currently there are tons of bugs with them disappearing and poofing out of existence. Are fixes to the caravan system being prioritized currently? You know what? That's a great question. Let me show you some statistics about caravans. Let me show you some statistics here. I have to find the thread where I asked for these statistics. Low. All right. Would you like to know across our 2 US servers how many caravans were deployed, destroyed, and successfully landed, from which then you can find the delta of how many were lost as a result of bugs? And this is over the course of the last 7 days. So, on the server of Vira, there were 15,042 deployed caravans, of which 776 were destroyed through combat. And there were 13,698 landed caravans, which means that roughly 3.78% of the caravans neither landed nor were killed, and such were then lost to either logouts or bugs. On Lyneth, there were 14,148 deployed caravans, of which 427 were destroyed, and 13,307 landed. This brings, thank you, John brought me a cough drop. Chat, hearts in chat for John, bringing a cough drop. Where was I? Oh, killed. So that means that of the caravans on Lyneth, 2.93%, which is relatively consistent within the realm of error, margin of error, 2.93% of caravans were bricked on Lyneth. There you go. You have received knowledge, statistics, data. So, to answer your question, yes, the entire vehicles team, which is a mounts and vehicles team, sorry, it's a combination of mounts and vehicles, is working on caravan bugs. I will say that there has been a lot of good progress made. I believe there's now a button as well that you can select through dialogue option if you want to unbrick yourself from launching caravans. My expectation is that throughout the remainder of development for initial sieges deployment, there's going to be some work done to vehicles, the vehicle code, and the caravans team will continue throughout the course of the next week or two to harden and strengthen the caravan bugs and feature. So, something to keep in mind. Okay, next question. By the way, you guys liking this stream? Is the stream okay? Is there anything you'd like me to do differently with the stream? Okay. Very good. Awesome. Cool. Turn your mic up. I don't know. Maybe I need to get a new. Maybe I need like a streamer setup. I need one of those mics that are like on an arm and like hanging in front of me with a nice little filter and like a green screen or something. That'd be interesting, right? Yeah. I'll think about that. Somebody's like, no. Okay. Next question. Let's go to the next question. Let us see. What is the next question? Okay. From cute ducklings. Peter Panel asked to be shown cute ducklings. I believe I did during the in-game wedding. Jagalus says, Steven, question. Will there be maritime warfare, such as guilds building ships for naval caravans, traveling across the oceans, or large bodies of water? If yes, what will be the vision to achieve that? So, I guess it depends on what you mean by maritime warfare. If you're referring to naval combat, the open seas is intending to be an open PvP zone. It'll also be the method by which the best possible return on commodities and certain continental resources can yield the greatest profit. As such, they'll be the largest target for piracy, I believe, and so that will be across the ocean. So there is an intended naval system, which you can see the very bare bones of through our raft system that's been implemented. If you're talking about maritime warfare as in kinetic warfare, there is meant to be ways to hurt your opponents that do not involve direct combat or PvP. Those things include things like the harvesting of resources within the zones of the nodes that your enemies may exist at in an effort to degrade the land score of those areas, which reduces the viability of harvestables, farming, gatherables from growing, the pace at which they grow, the quality of which they yield. Those are methods that you could asymmetrically affect your opponent. There are political engagements that you can have, such as dethroning certain mayoral seats through different election methods that might exist of your opponents. There is intended to be the stock market, which you can attempt to capitalize on your opponent's failures that will reduce the value of shares in their organization if they're a guild or a node. Maybe driving traffic economically to purchasing shares that you may have for your node or guild. So something to keep in mind. So there's a lot of different progression paths that can be leveraged to engage with your opponents in a maritime fashion or in a peaceful fashion. at least a non-kinetic one. So hopefully that answers your questions. Okay, next question. From Congelance. How large is the T4 node compared to the T3 node? That's a great question, Congelance. Let's grab a node and give you an example. So, I'm going to demonstrate what you just saw once more, which means I am going to leave the streaming distance of the assets in that node cork's area, and then I'm going to reload it by approaching, and you're going to get an idea of the size of the node cork. Now, the size of this cork doesn't actually change. Whoops. Some degradation there. Hold on. Let's see. Lower down. Okay. So you see the size of this cork? Take a look at that baby. That is where the node footprint exists. Okay? And what that means is that every stage of the node's advancement will fit or be contained within this cork. So, when you ask a question like the size comparison relative to the village for stage 4, imagine that size at the crossroads stage and at the encampment stage, and how much it grew when it added the village stage. Now, from a circumference or diameter perspective, if you take that ratio and you expand it outwardly towards stage 4, 5, and 6, that is how much of the node cork will be occupied by the sizes of those particular stages. So they're relatively large, to the point where you may see here a metropolis should encompass the entirety of the cork. That's a pretty big city. Now, of course, there's only intended to be 5 total metropolises at any given time, but it is essentially a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer space, so pretty big. It's a thick cork, as Jolanda says. It is a thick cork, I agree. This is a river that runs through this cork because this type of node is what's called a river template, which means that anytime we have rivers within the node infrastructure that might be utilized for certain types of activities, such as caravan completion via the river routes, right? Because you can just sail straight on in. There are many different node cork types. Right now there are 2 node layouts that exist within the game, and what a layout is essentially is the placement of the buildings and the NPCs and the roads that converge, and kind of the interior placement of these things. Those layouts will continue to grow. We have 85 total nodes, and right now we've only stood up 2 because we only need 2 to test the functionality of the loop. And so when we have enough to test the functionality from an alpha perspective, the team moves on to the next thing. And the systems teams obviously has a lot that they need to do. So we've only spent the time to develop 2 node layouts, which is Miraleth, we call Miraleth and Winstead. When the design team has an opportunity to leverage our node tool that we use internally to work with environment art and create those additional node layouts, you will start to see diversification amongst the nodes. But obviously that's a content pass, not a functional or feature pass. So something to keep in mind. So this is pretty big. It's a pretty big cork. Now if I get close enough, I'll enter streaming distance. I could manually adjust the streaming distance in the console, but there we go. Now you see the node cork has actually filled in. And the village exists around here. So I would imagine if the village is about here and the encampment was about here, that at that ratio you'll see a town probably extend out to roughly here. So this would be the town side. And then you'll probably see the metropolis extend all the way out to about here. The city. The city will extend out to here. And then you'll see the metropolis, which is the 6th stage, extend out to here, just before the edge of the cork. And so that's roughly the sizes of the nodes. Hopefully that answers your question. It's Quark, not Quark. I do love Quark, Austin. Quark is an awesome character, one of my favorites on Deep Space Nine. Great show. However, John's favorite character on Deep Space Nine was Garrick, and Garrick for me was a very close second. But my favorite character from DS9 was actually Kira Nerys, so Major Kira, or Colonel Kira as she became. Okay. Let us answer another question. So, question from Start Zone Games. Question. Hi, Steven. It is Infernus, the leader of Deathlaw. Remember those epic wars we had in Arcade? I do remember. We had a lot of fun, I think, in those wars. That was a lot of fun. I remember when we first started Arcade, we were on Curios server. Well, actually, I was playing in their marketing alpha prior to that, but we went on their Curios server, and that was a lot of fun. Those were good times. That was prior to some stuff that happened that was unfortunate that I did not like, but great times. Okay, question. I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if there was a prep time before Guild and Node Wars? There is. There's intended to be a prep time before Guild Wars, or definitely before Node Wars. Currently, I don't think it's implemented before before Guild Wars, but it will be get put in. It's getting annoying when guilds ambush, declare war, then just disappear. Agreed, 100%. Oh, and if you could hook me up with a fox, that'd be awesome. I'm leveling my bard on Vyra. You can find me as Batuko. You know, Deathlaw was a big enemy of ours. But you can't have games that are fun without enemies. So, Batuko, I shall grant you a wish. And in the spirit of the once great friction that we had as enemies, I don't see you. I don't know, Batuko, I don't know if you're on, buddy. I tried to move to you. Are you still on, Batuko? Batuko. I'll give you a few minutes to perhaps get back on Batuko. No, he said Vyra. Leveling a bard on Vyra. Okay. Oh, he said he's logging in. You know, it's funny. Many of you out there who play MMOs know the very sweaty players that can exist. And I went to one of my first Comic-Con conventions back in like 2005. This is when I was playing Lineage. And NCSoft had a booth at the Comic-Con, which was I don't really think gaming publishers go to Comic-Con anymore. But they had this back in 2005. They had a booth there. And I was waiting in line at one time to talk to one of the designers. And the other players were in the line and they were like, "Hey, what server are you on? Hey, what server are you on?" And I was always very afraid to say what server I was on because I was leading like an opposition to this, one of the two-sided factions of Lineage. And I decided to say I was on that server, and there were like 3 people that were like, "Oh, you were? Who were you on the server?" And at that moment, I was just like, "Oh no. These people are either going to love me or they're going to hate me. But there will be nothing in between." And I said who I was, and 2 of them hated me and 1 of them loved me. But I found it so odd that our in-game rivalry, our in-game competition can sometimes pull a little bit of a veil of humanity over the eyes of others who take their experiences in the game to real life. And I think that part of what makes these types of games fun, the big part of it, is the people you're playing with, whether they're your enemy or your friend, both are content. So let's try in our interactions on Reddit, in our interactions on the forums, and anywhere that's out of the game, even in the game, try to depersonalize sometimes the commentary and verbal PvP that can occur. Um, because without those people, you wouldn't be having any fun. So keep that in mind, sharks. I know this is a game of sharks and minnows, and you don't always want to put the sharks with the minnows sometimes, right? That's the difficulty of PvX. But sharks, don't try to cannibalize yourselves, right? Leave the verbal sparring and the PvP at a notch that's sustainable, not that's going to drive people away. It's a very important part of a PvP PvX game. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. Somebody found me. Brahms found me. Who was Brahms? Brahms? Oh my God, you did find me. Look at you even made it on my like eye level. Holy smokes. Brahms, were you the person that I said if you found me, I would do something? Unbelievable. It was difficult. Well, Brahms, you found me, and I think you wanted a fox mount. Was that right? If you found me, I said you'd get a fox mount. Was that? Somebody double check. Was that what I was supposed to do here? Very well. There you go. Okay. I'm going to try to go to Batuko. Where's Batuko? I don't know where Batuko is. I don't know. Okay, let me keep moving. Keep going. Next question. Next question here. Above 90, will there be pay to win? Please no. Or ADOV 90, sorry. ADOV 90, no, there will not be pay to win. And I know that that's part of what a lot of us are jaded about from the games that we've played and the projects that have promised us that in the past and inevitably go down this slippery slope of paying to convenience and then eventually paying to win. We're not even going to start on the slope. We're not going to do even pay to convenience. We're going to do no pay to win and no pay to convenience, and we have 7 or 8 years now of history where we have never gone back on that word. And that is part of the inception for Intrepid, why it exists. So I would say that's a pretty core central philosophy. So something to keep in mind. Somebody said they're floating on the wall. Oh no. Somebody said you were my enemy in L2. Kazak. Hopefully I brought you good content, brother. All right. Next question. From, let's see here. Wolf is G. Steven, housing are going to have family storage like an Arcade? Yes. That is part of why the family system exists, which is to be a kind of shortcut, easy way to facilitate administrative privileges to kind of communal property or communal effort. Obviously, freeholds are really expected to be kind of a group effort. I mean, if you were a very successful solo player and you did things the right way, you could easily achieve them, but not at the ease and speed that groups of players will be able to do. And as a result, we want to have a system that helps to facilitate what those group experiences should be like. So the family system is intended to be that. A question from what was G Torque. There we go. Steven, how do you handle criticism towards the game? Fair criticism and hate. And your vision. And how do you convince people that this game is not, as they call it, a scam? That's a great question, Torque. It's a very great question. How do I handle criticism? So we'll start with that. I handle criticism as a treasure to be sought for. And what I mean by that is the purpose of how I've gone about the development process for Ashes is almost a tool to search for that treasure, right? Because many risks that you run into in the development of an MMORPG or any game for that matter And the reason why focus testers exist and why, there are certain marketing beats that are done by some of these companies is to ensure that the product you're creating is a product that is wanted, that there is an audience for it, that there is a market for that product. Now, criticism is one of the methods by which an audience or market tells the producer of a product what they want. And that's the difficult part of parsing through open development is there are many voices that all give different information. Some people like a thing, some people dislike a thing, some people hate a thing, some people adore a thing, right? There's 4 vectors, and then there's those who are, for the most part, kind of in the middle on something. And anytime you see the swing move towards the hate, dislike, or, not want to be in a direction, that is a more clear indicator of how you should iterate on the design. It's important to try to delineate what feeling is from experience, right? Because they can become very muddied together. And so part of that process is having a good team, a community team that engages with the audience, and a lead of the project who engages with the audience in an effort to try to pull out what the feeling is versus the experience. And this is why I've always said, when you're offering feedback, make sure to describe the experience and how you felt about it, right? Talk to me about what you did not like for a certain interaction, or what you did like about it. The problem that I think a lot of people run into, and sometimes content creators, is that instead of going into depth on the description of the problem, they start to move into the solutions territory. And the solutions territory is a minefield, because any type of action you take in a web as intricate as Ashes of Creation, where there's a lot of interdependencies and developed systems, can have a reverberating effect that then might cause a whole host of other bad experiences for players to respond to. And so knowledge, of course, about the systems helps to navigate the minefield. And you have to be really sure that you understand all of those systems in order to give these ideas of solutions back. So I handle criticism as a treasure to be sought after. Criticism is a good thing, because usually within that criticism is knowledge that we can take back and iterate with. What I do not take well is disrespect and toxicity. It is a very central component of the art of communication, which is, you talking to your friend, you talking to your family, you talking to a stranger on the internet, that you will be more effective in communicating to those individuals if that communication is done from a constructive spirit and a respectful place. And that's, not a way to kind of demean, some people that share frustration. I think frustration is fine as well. But just a little bit of knowledge that the people on the other side of the screen, are here to work with our audience and you to try to develop the best game possible. And so with that knowledge, it can kind of disarm the negative feelings we may have that then get surfaced in the way we communicate, and instead become a little bit more collaborative. So I don't respond well, as any person naturally would, to hate or toxicity or disrespect. And the way that I handle that on the platforms that we moderate, which is our official subreddit, our forums, our Discord, is to ensure that there is an environment where people can communicate effectively by not being disrespectful or toxic. How do I convince people that the game is not, as they call it, a scam? I don't need to convince anybody of that. The game will speak for itself. Right now, there's an opportunity during the very open process of this alpha for some people to mischaracterize the game in an effort to satisfy some bias that they want to communicate with an audience. I don't take kindly to that either, because it is a willful intent to mislead others to your point of view or your perspective or your feeling that you might have. And I think that's an unfair thing to do for certain platforms. So I don't respond well to that either. However, my goal is to continue to develop in a path that I feel will yield the best product. And when that product is done, when it is cooked, when it is ready, that product will be unveiled for the mass public to see and to judge and to evaluate. Anything between now and then is just chatter. And people can chatter all they want, because ultimately the completion of this game is not predicated on what that chatter is. We will continue to develop because we are not dependent on the public's perception of the game right now. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Let's go that way. So, those are my thoughts. My thoughts to your question, sir. Let us answer another question from Ornifex Waters. Stephen, I summon thee to show me a crow or raven fox. Mount, and I will never give up. Do griffins kind of count as like a large raven? I wonder if we had a black one, maybe, right? Do I have a black one? We don't have a raven or a crow mount. Not ruling it out, per se, but let me see. Oh, who do we have? Let us... Oops, that might be too many. Let's see what we got here. That one. Okay. That's kind of like a purple one. That's a midnight one. Okay, that's cool. Let's see this one. And let's see this one. Oh, it's like an eagle. And let's see this one. And let's see this one. And this one. And finally this one. Boom. Any of these look like a crow or raven? What is this? This guy is kind of... Is that black? Oh, America. 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 Yes. Oh my God. Look at that. It's crazy. Did you see that? He heard. It heard America. Neon Griffin. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this one here. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if the hippogriffs got fixed. Hold on, let me see. America looks pretty cool. That's cool. I'm digging this one. Oh God. That mount might not be cross-server ready. Let's try it. Try it again. Speedy. We'll leave it here. Okay. Next question. Is the Komodo dragon mount in the console yet? If so, could we see it? could we see it? I think it's like a flail runner. Is this it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at that guy. I don't know that that's a Komodo mount. I think that's a flail runner. Oh my goodness. Oh, that one is not liking the speed. Let me try it again. Elena. Greetings, traveler. Greetings. What, pray tell, are you doing here? Oh, somebody found me as well. Okay, come on now. Oh, to a duel? Hold on. You want to challenge me to a duel? Did you see what happened with the spear? Did you not see what happened with that spear? Okay, the spear's out. Oh, now he's scared. Deal. Oh no. I get to keep God mode. But I'll go walking speed. Okay. Oh, he's missing. Oh! Ruh-roh. That was loud, too. Did you hear that? That was really loud. Oh, I don't have game sounds? You don't have game sounds? How about now? Can you hear? Don't hear game audio, huh? My bad. Let me add an audio source. Oh, the game capture doesn't have an audio source. That's weird. Okay, hold on. I did not know that. Audio input capture. What shall we capture with you? Okay, how about now? Big loud. Very loud. Very loud. Very loud music? Oh no. Hold on. Okay, okay. How about now? Now you hear music. Okay, hold on. I got this. I got this. Okay, how about now? Is that better? Can you hear? You can hear the game as well? Okay, good. Do in-game noises. Let me see. Do in-game noises. Please. Help us determine. Oh my god. Could you hear that? Okay, you could hear. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm asleep. Perfect. Mount. You beat me. Oh, Asp owes me a mount. Yeah, where's my mount, Asp? Alright. War said war. War! Bet again. Ooh, a skinwalker. Nice, thank you. Very good. That is my most prized item. Let us see. Let us see how it is prized. Treat it kindly. Treat it kindly. It has been accepted. Asp, because you were a good sport and actually gave me your most prized item without a desire for recompense or anything other than to die at the hand of this overpowered spear, what shall I give you? Let's see. We'll let chat decide. Chat, what are we looking at here? What should we do? Oh, a coal, copper? No, which one of these? No, give him a spear? God, no. We cannot give that man a spear. That would be inappropriate. Little turtle mount, spider, day strider, duck mount. A donkey. No, deer, monster coin? No, monster coin. I can't do that either. That would be unfortunate. Give him America. Give him America? Snores. I don't really see any. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a couple of Americas now. I'm seeing a lot of Americas. I'm not seeing any clear winner really in the chat. America again. Sandals of Holding. Wow, that would be way too powerful. Shell of the Ancient. America. Oh my god, there's a lot of Americas. Asp potentially getting America. Asp, do you have a good reputation on this server? Project Anvil? Do they have a good reputation? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, there's so many no's! Why are there so many no's? Is this a character assassination? Really? Alright. Asp. Steven, I will be honest. He said, Steven, I will be honest. That's not a good start. I do kill people. I do kill people. Okay? This is a redemption arc. Asp, are you trying to change your ways? Okay, but conflict is good, he says. So he's unabashed in his evilness. He's unabashed. He's being honest. Oh, they grieve. Oh. Asp, I was going to give you America. Oh, I do not wish for a powerful mount. Okay, all right, good. Perfect. You know what? We will not give you a powerful mount, but we will give you a unique mount. Let's see. Asp, this mount has never existed. I wish you the best of luck with it. It is neither fast nor strong. It is both slow, weak, but it is a very pretty mount. Congratulations, Ask. Please show the people your mount. Let them see what you have earned. What a life of villainy can get you. There it is. There it is. He has a snail. He said it's so pretty, ooh. We did it. We did it, boys. Okay. Let us see the next question. From Gads. In Arcade, I was your lead crafter. Gads, you were. You were my lead crafter. You actually headed up the department. Was it at the Department of Agriculture? Or no, it was the Engineering Corps. You headed up the Engineering Corps, actually. And we had like, I don't even know, man. We had like 200 or 300 different large or medium-sized houses or whatever they are. What are those, thatched roofs or something? I can't remember. I just remember you always having... So we did this thing in our guild where I had a coder make a website that was our DKP system. And we called it our CCP system, which stood for Clan Contribution Points. And any time we would have events within the guild that we would call people to attend, we would distribute a link to those people at that time, and they would go log into their account, and they would redeem the link for a number of points. And then at the end of each week, whatever the Engineering Corps successfully created with all the land that the guild owned, they would bid those points for those resources. So it was a very organized approach. Gads did not have to run that system. However, the person who ran that system, both the person who coded the website and the person who ran that system, are now a gameplay engineer at Intrepid and a producer, a project manager at Intrepid as well. So, fun little fact. Fun little fact. Okay. Riptide. Question. When will artisans get some love? Right now it is a very rudimentary system. True. I see the potential and has the look and feel of a system that is similar to other games that I've liked. Eve, Star Wars Galaxies. Both great games, both great systems. To answer your question, it's going to be getting love throughout the remainder of Phase 2 and all of Phase 3. Those artisan systems are really going to be something that's pretty complex comparatively to at least the games I've played. And it's going to take a lot of time for us to fully stand those up in the way that we envision them. So I would take it as it is right now, knowing that it is an alpha where we're trying to satisfy the core loops of the economy, and that each of those systems are going to continue to get love over and over as we move forward in development. So yeah. Next question. Oh, I see somebody from Mayo Ketchup in chat says, when will guild progression be implemented? We... Excuse me. That is, I believe, a February goal. Is basic guild progression. That's the ability to acquire experience, the ability to level up, and the ability to spend points on passive buffs or expanding the size of the guild. That is something that should be, it might be stood up at the end of January with our large release, or it will probably come in or it'll probably be in February. So GM John messaged and said to check Carfin and ensure that the people made it down. We can check Carfin. Okay. Question from Reap at Night. Stand by. Processing. Okay. Yeah, they made it out. They're good. Everything's fine up here. I don't want to find a couple of naked dwarves, though. That would be unfortunate. Not on this stream. Okay, we're good. They're good. They're good. They're fine. Okay. Question from Reap at Night. Even the ducks made it down. Are there any undead or demon mounts in the game or plan to be in the game? I do believe we have a couple of undead mounts. Let me take a look at them. Stand by. Whoops. Okay. I think that there is... one of these is definitely undead. Oh, I think this one is an undead dog. Let me see. Oh, whoops. This is an undead mule. There we go. And this... Whoops. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. This is an undead dog. Yes. It's an undead dog. And then there's also this guy, maybe? Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Not like these. Let's check. Hold on. There's one other one. I know there's one other one for sure. Oh, this guy is... Oh, no, no. That's not the right one either. Wait a minute. Is it Shatterclaw? Is that the other undead dog? Oh, yes, it is. There we go. Let me... Look at this guy. That's nasty. Looks like buckshot or something. But he's doing fine at least. You know, he looks like he's in good shape. Good boy. Let's see, let's walk with him. Oh, whoops, my speed's too fast. There it is. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah? Let's take a look at him. Let's see what his flare is. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's a fast boy too, I think. We gotta get that fixed. That is a problem. You know why? I think it's because it's set up. There we go. There we go. Here's little sounds. Agreed. Agreed. Nightmare horse? I think we might actually have a nightmare horse too. Let me see, hold on. Double question. Do we have a nightmare horse? I think we might. Is it the Obsidian Stallion? Oh, no, it's not that one. What is the nightmare horse? Hold on. Oh, maybe it's the Midnight Mare. Is that it? No. No. Not like these. There must be a lot of people on this worker. There must be a lot. We'll find a different one. Okay, let me do a few more questions. How long have we been streaming for? Feels like it's been a little while. Okay, question from... Oh, somebody asked for a RAM. Somebody asked if we had a RAM too. Let me find the RAM. Because I know we have a RAM, and I did enjoy that RAM. I think we even have a RAM Strider. Yes! Oh, this one's so much fun. Look at it. Look at it prance. Oh, let's see if it swims. Too good. Let me see. We have a Ram Strider too. Oh, here we go. Well, Ram Strider. You're enjoying the game with the questions. That's true. I am. I am enjoying the gameplay more than the questions. Let me see here. His run animation cycle's a little bit borked. Have to have design take a look at that. Did we ever get these master materials fixed? Oh, we did. There we go. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Let's see it do the Jurassic Park thing. Oh, it's too good. Let's go. Oh no, we need to fix that. We need to fix that. We will totally fix that. Oh no. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Nope. There's so many. Okay. Oh, it happened again. Hold on. We're live. We're live debugging this. There we go. Oh, it just keeps happening. It just... Let's see one other thing. Am I on a server worker? That is, just keeps on switching? Like right on the line? I might be. Let's see if that 21 changes. Oh, don't kill this guy. Don't eat the raptor. Leave the raptor alone. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. I think we were just kept... I think we were on a line of a server worker. We were swapping in, probably. That's fine. Now let's go back to... Oh my god. What's wrong with these things? Oh, and it's happening. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Perfect. Did you see we wanted to bite that guy? Let's like jump off the side here. Like we're gonna pounce on them. Ready? Boom! That's so good. Okay. Sorry guys. Last question. Let's do one more question. From Congealans, last question is, do we plan to have multiplayer mounts? Yes! We plan to have multiplayer mounts, but more importantly, we are planning to have multiplayer vehicles. And they'll utilize the same underlying system. So why, you might ask, do we want to have multiplayer mounts and multiplayer vehicles? Because we want to have components on these systems, on these mounts and vehicles, that have different gameplay layers for our players to interact with while that is happening. And synchronization being part of that gameplay layer, I think is one that makes for an interesting skill gap between more tight-knit groups that play together and the more Zerg-oriented groups that play together. If you can more effectively operate the tools of siege and warfare because you're playing with close, tight-knit players in smaller organizations, then you will in the large Zerg groups where you have an opportunity to get somebody on your component that is not going to be working in synchronization. So I think it's an interesting aspect. Yeah. Okay, guys. I had some fun. Almost 3 hours of streaming. Holy smokes. I would like to thank our moderator team being GM John, for helping to grab the questions out of chat. Doing a great job. I think we're going to probably go make some dinner and perhaps watch a little bit of Star Trek. I have enjoyed it tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. If there's anything you'd like me to see do differently potentially on my personal streams here, you are more than welcome to provide me that feedback. But I enjoyed it. We might be streaming again tomorrow. We'll see. The weekends are usually where I would have the time to stream. So, yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow. Had fun. We had a in-game marriage for the first time on stream today. Had a little bit of fun looking at some of the mounts, chilling, answering questions. It was good times. I will see you guys next time.